Zechariah's second vision with colored horses had them pulling chariots. When Elijah departed the earth, leaving his ministry to Elisha, he was taken into heaven by what was described as a chariot pulled by horses of fire. Certainly, this was not a normal terrestrial chariot, nor were these normal earthly horses. This was not the only time the prophet saw heavenly horses and chariots of fire. When Israel was surrounded by the horses and chariots of Syria, his servant was troubled. So Elisha asked the Lord to open the young man's eyes to see the forces of the Lord of hosts. David, in one of his psalms, sang of the chariots of God. None of these horses and chariots were terrestrial. Clearly, all of them were heavenly or celestial in nature. Generally speaking, these chariots were the Lord's weapons of retribution. We have already noted that Zechariah's horses and their riders represented the planetary agents of destruction. These horses often pulled chariots, as in the case of Zechariah, Elisha, and David. These were the war chariots of the Lord of hosts himself when he wanted to exact vengeance upon the world, as Isaiah made very clear. The best scriptural example of the Lord and his heavenly chariots sent to the earth to visit it with terrible destruction is found in the book of Joel. Joel prophesied against Israel, announcing that the great day of the Lord would come soon. This great day has been interpreted to be the destructions of the second coming by the church and others, but Joel was prophesying of another day, which we will explore in another episode. This great day would be so terrible that few would be able to withstand its terrors. The Lord describes his armies through the prophet Joel in several ways. First, they are a great people, unlike any other. Of course, these are not real people, for they lay the whole land to waste with fire. Joel then describes the appearance of this great people, saying that they look like horses and horsemen. This is the mythic centaur theme discussed previously. Joel next compares them to chariots and to flames of fire and as a strong army. Joel's description of this strong army's actions at first glance appears like a normal and highly disciplined human army as it marches forth to conquer. But then Joel gives this army extraterrestrial powers that only the hosts of heaven can wield. Indeed, Joel then explicitly identifies the specific agent of destruction, the strong and mighty one, the planet Mars.